Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the CISN Football Pregame Show. I am your host, Blake Walker. It is Week 9, the last week of the 2023 regular season in both Class A and Class 4A. We got two classes on the docket this week, one on Thursday night here, and then tomorrow night or Friday night as you're watching this for Class 5A. We got a fun show ahead of you. We're going to look at the top 5 plays from an action-packed Week 8. We're going to look at the RPI rankings and see who's close to getting in or who's close to dropping out as we near the playoffs, and much, much more. Let's jump right into your highlights of last week.
With the quarterback keeper and Johnson. Holy cow! Right up the middle! Look at that go! Sam Johnson racing for the end zone. He is in there for a touchdown. 47 yards.
Good off the right side there, headed in a block. A little bit of a seam there. The linebackers had come up to guard against the run. He broke the tackle, took it up straight up the middle with his speed.
7 from the 7th. They run Trey Wilson in motion. They go outside to Trey. He's looking at a double pass, and that's a touchdown for Dowling Catholic. Curtis Horace. Trey Wilson with his first touchdown throw of the night of the season. And Tom Wilson and the boys get a little trickery.
Snap is good. The kick is good! Tigers win! Playoff hopes alive! Alvarenga from 31.
Moberly, 4th and 18 for the tie, over the middle, touchdown! Sam Zelenovich!
What a well-executed play. Come right back here, look on it. So they're going to run that slant that they ran so well in the whole first half. He kicks right out, and it's touchdown. Here's Valley again, dropping back. Pressure up the middle. DeGroot wings it upfield. Has a man caught. 30, 25, 20. Can he get there? Touchdown, Tigers! 87 yards.
Those were our highlights of the last week of action. What a week it was. An amazing Week 8 full of high-octane plays. We'll jump right into our RPI rankings as we head into Week 9. We're going to take a look at the Class 4A RPI/district rundown. For all of our 5A viewers, Class 4A is a little bit different. Top 16 make the playoffs, but not quite. It's top 2 in your district are locked, and then 4 wild cards. Your districts go from 1 to 2 from the left side to the right side of your screen. So Indianola, our game tonight, and Des Moines North is on the bottom left of your screen in district number 5. Basically, top 2 are locked no matter what. The yellow are wild cards. So Decorah, for example, up in District 2 on the top right corner of your screen is 13th. They are a wild card. They are in. Pella and Gilbert on District number 4 in the middle of your screen. They play this week. The winner of that game gets into the playoffs. The loser is knocked out. Another weird one, Dallas Center Grimes is technically higher in District 6 above Norwalk. DCG won the head-to-head game, but because their RPI is 19th and Norwalk is 10th, the Warriors have the RPI advantage and are in. And if you notice tonight's matchup, Indianola is on the outside looking in. Despite the win against ADM last week, the Tigers and the Comets, who play this week, could make things interesting, but Indianola on the outside looking in. They must win tonight and then need Pella or Gilbert, obviously, to shape out. Indianola should get in. Keyword is should, but it will be close for the Indians to be thinking and waiting things out as they await for the playoff field here in just a couple days. Those are our RPI standings as we head into Week 9. A lot of teams are going to be sweating things out here in the next couple days to see who makes the playoffs. We'll take a break and be back with our coach interviews and more. You're watching the CISN Football Pregame Show.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
It's the DeArmond Ford Indianola kickoff event. Score big on a new F-150 XLT with 3.9% for 66 months, plus $3,750 rebate. Get charged up with a Mach-E and lease for $449 a month. All Americans Ford Escape and Edge. New Edge for $399 a month flex buy. And the new Escape, 2.9% for 75 months, plus $500 rebate. Join our winning team at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses. What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow. Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Welcome back to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. It's time for the coach interview segment of tonight's show. I had a chance to sit down with Eric Addy of Des Moines North and Eric Kluver of Indianola ahead of tonight's big game. Here with Coach Eric Kluver of Indianola. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win last week. What a statement. 24-0 over ADM. Let's walk you through that game so far. I mean, that was a huge game for you guys. Gets you close to the playoffs. You're still quite not in, but really good step in the direction for your team last week.
Yeah, it was a good team win for us. We knew going into that football game that we had to win 2 in a row. And, ADM's an outstanding football team. They were down their quarterback versus us, which makes a big difference for their team. But our guys really came out and took control of that game. I thought we controlled the line of scrimmage. We like to run the football and then throw off of that. And our defense has really been solid all year long. So that was helpful, and it was a big win. And obviously we got to take care of business Thursday against Des Moines North.
You guys have had a good combination of running the ball and passing the ball. You're not really too dominant in one category. Has that helped you guys a lot this season?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It goes week by week, sometimes the pass is working, other nights the run is working, and we just try to do what we can to win football games.
You got a junior at quarterback and a junior at running back. That's got to be big, especially going forward. You know what you have this year, but you know that the experience is gaining for next year. What's that been like running behind those two guys?
Oh, they've done a great job leading our offense, and Andrew. Not a lot of people know about Andrew DeWall, our quarterback, but he hasn't played football since his 8th grade year. And we got him to go out. He's an excellent athlete, basketball, baseball player. And he's really had a great year for us, managing our offense. And then with Jake Pontier behind, just a smaller back with great vision, just is able to make the cuts, keeps his feet going, and always falling forward. So 2 guys that have definitely been a big part of our success this year so far.
You guys get Des Moines North this week. Des Moines North coming off a loss here to Ballard, but they did beat Boone 36-35. They've had a little bit of a struggling year. They're a young team. You get to play them at Mediacom Stadium, new stadium. What are you guys looking at here on film this week against this team?
Well, they do a lot of good. They do a lot of good things. They've got athletes that at any time can go the distance and score touchdowns, and you got to be real sound against them. And one thing we've noticed on film, they're not afraid to fake a punt or try to catch you off guard. So we really got to be a disciplined football team on both sides of the ball.
I got to ask, because it's weird playing on Thursday night. It's got to feel different. Has this week looked any different? Does practices change any playing here on Thursday night, and then you're off Friday, which has got to feel weird?
Absolutely. It did change how our practice schedule. We came in on Sunday, and typically we come in and watch film on Sunday. Instead, we had a little bit of a practice in the evening, and everything is just moved up one day, and takes a lot of maturity. And we got an inexperienced team with a lot of new guys and a lot of new faces. So that's been the challenge all week. How are we going to handle this? It's not our normal routine. And I'm just excited to go down and play in the new stadium. And I'm sure Des Moines North is as well, and compete one last time with this group.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and good luck against Des Moines North.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Coach. Here with head coach of Des Moines North, Eric Addy. Coach, thanks for joining us today. You get a big one against Indianola on Thursday night here. We're a different Thursday night game. I got to ask you, what is Thursday playing like? You get Friday off, which is a little weird. And how does it change your guys' practice schedule?
I mean, it's kind of like, thanks for having me first off. But yeah, so we've kind of had all 3 different days this year. We had to play our first game against East. It was supposed to be on Thursday. Then it got rescheduled for Saturday. If you remember, we had that heat wave week 1. And then Friday was just regular Friday nights. And then it's going to be a different mindset because it's going to be the first game in our new stadium, which I know that I'm excited about. I know our kids are excited about. Really Thursday, it's kind of like, hey, a whole lot. I would imagine it's like if you're in the MAC and you're playing randomly on a Tuesday or Wednesday, or if you're, playing Thursday night football in the NFL, where it's kind of like, all right, cool, we're gonna see what happens, and our guys usually do a pretty good job at when there is something that's kind of out of whack. We tend to do pretty well. So one less day of practice for us is like, I don't know, we just have a really good job at adapting and figuring it out. So I mean, from a player standpoint, from a player standpoint, I would like it because it's, one less day of practice. Yeah. But from a coach standpoint, we're always like, all right, cool. I guess we'll see how this thing goes. So it's kind of cramming a lot of time, one more day into pretty much 3 extra days, or excuse me, 3 days throughout the week. Because like today, we're having our walkthrough, and whereas usually we would be focusing on like, hey, this should be our most important day of practice, but that was yesterday. We were trying to cram everything in, and yeah, I mean, you have to learn to be way more efficient with your time playing on Thursday, I would say.
You're 2-6 on the season, lost to Ballard last week, but got a big win over Boone. Crazy game, 36-35. I'm sure that was a big momentum booster. You guys are young. I mean, you got a sophomore quarterback, you got a junior running back, top wide receiver is a junior, top guy on defense is a junior. I know this season hasn't been great, but it's got to give you confidence here going forward.
Yeah, no, it definitely has. We talked to the juniors and the sophomores yesterday saying that there's about 48 to 72 hours until, this is our team. Our goal is to be able to finish strong for these seniors that have put a lot of time and investment into our program. And then, but then have that mindset of, hey, after Thursday, this is your guys' team, talking to those juniors and sophomores. Yeah. So when we're talking about on-field accolades, a lot of our stuff has a lot of playmakers have been guys that are returning. Told that class, or talking to the junior class in particularly yesterday, I told him it seems very similar to the class of 2023, where it's like we were able to win 4 games for the first time since 1999, second best record since 1978. Well, when those guys were juniors, they were in almost identical spot as to where this year's junior class is. And credit to those guys, what they did, and hopefully these younger guys do, these juniors and these sophomores on our team, is in particularly the juniors, hopefully they say, everybody goes, oh man, when I'm a senior, it's not going to be like this and it's going to be different and da-da-da-da, right? But that senior class that we had last year, they were the first group that I've ever seen that really made those changes, like throughout the whole entire group. Usually get like one or two guys a little bit more bought in because they're seniors, but no, like from top to bottom, that senior class, they flipped a switch essentially. So yes, I'm really excited. I'm excited to finish out strong, and really excited that we were able to get that big upset win against Boone. And then obviously very excited that first game of the season, it's always a great day to beat East because that's, our biggest rival. And we take pride in beating East. And if we had to pick one game to win every year and we only could win one, and you told me, I'd want to beat East. And I'm pretty sure that East High School would probably say the same thing about us. So, but it was great to get an upset win after having a string of losses, and an upset win this late in the season against Boone. And we have circled back to that in the past, week and a half, 2 weeks. Whereas maybe if that was the first game of the season, we would have said, hey, that game's over with, that game's done. Like, we got to keep moving forward. But when you have a string of losses, you do something special like that hasn't been done here since I have been here, beating a team that was ranked that much like higher, I guess, RPI ahead of us. We keep referencing that for the last 2 weeks, where it's like, hey, you guys can do things that are special. You guys can go out there and execute. You guys can play really good football against a team that is, better than you, like on paper. Yeah. So, and now we tell them that that's the expectation. But I'm excited to see the juniors get in this offseason, attack their, 2 or 3 more sports that they play, or their winter and their spring sport that they play, and then really get into the weight room when they're not doing that, and then into the summer to see how we develop. So we're headed in the right direction again.
You get 5-3 Indianola here on Thursday. Good team, upset number 1 ADM. Granted, they didn't have their quarterback, but didn't have the running back either. But what have you guys seen on film? What's been some of the things you guys have honed in on here this week?
Well, I know I've met and been fortunate to get a good relationship with Coach Kluber, and he's always been great to me. I know that he talked about, like, before he got it really turned and rolling at Indianola, that I would like to say that we played a similar brand of football. Like, they run the football a lot, we run the football a lot. They just do it from a lot of different formations. So, but our programs and our mindset of how we want to build our programs is very similar. A lot of respect for Indianola, their coaching staff. I know that they're going to be, physically one of the toughest teams that we played this year, regardless of their record. And that you're always going to get that from Indianola team, is they're going to be tough, and they're going to run the ball, and they're going to try to dominate both lines of scrimmage. Just like I would say that hopefully we can get to a point where we're doing that. But that's what we hang our hat on week in and week out. It's the same thing that they do. So yeah, no, it'll be a very I feel like the clock will be running a lot, because we'll both be running the ball. There probably won't be a whole lot of passing involved.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Good luck to you and the Polar Bears tomorrow night.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Coach. As always, we want to take a moment to thank all the coaches for talking to us all regular season long, to take time out of their day. We really appreciate it. Helps give you, the audience, a little bit more of an insight of what they're thinking as they head on into the matchups of that evening. We'll take a break and be back with much more. You're watching the CISN Football Pregame Show.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app. and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
New trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses. What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat and Glow. Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat and Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Welcome back to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. It's time to look at some of our games of the week as we get you ready, just almost set for your big game tonight. Taking yet a couple of your Class 4A games to watch. Obviously, we have tonight's game, Indianola versus Des Moines North, a must-win game for the Indians to try to make the postseason. They'll have to wait it out, and a big game to wait out on is tomorrow night's game, Pella versus Gilbert. The Tigers started 6-0, have lost 2 straight. Pella has beaten Xavier and then upset Bondurant last week. The Dutch are looking like one of the top teams to beat in Class 4A on the rise. Keep an eye out for that one. ADM and North Polk, a battle between 2 top 5 teams. ADM lost last week to Indianola. North Polk starting to pick things up here recently. That's a battle for the district title. And then Bondurant tries to recover with several injuries, taking on Carlisle in what should be another fantastic matchup between 2 Raccoon River Conference teams. And that will wrap it up for us here on the CISN Football Pregame Show. We appreciate everyone for watching all regular season long. Next week, we're already in playoff mode. We appreciate everyone for watching as always. I'm your host, Blake Walker. Enjoy your Football Friday. We'll see you next time. Welcome to Mediacom Stadium here on the campus of Drake University here in the capital city of Des Moines, Iowa. It is 4A football on CISN for your Thursday night edition of high school football. It is week 9. It's the 15th ranked Indianola Indians taking on the Des Moines North Polar Bears. Good evening, everyone. Blake Walker with you here this evening from beautiful Mediacom Stadium. This is the first time we have been here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. We should be in for a pretty good one. Des Moines North has one goal tonight. It's senior night for the Polar Bears. It's to upset Indianola's season. The Indians are one win away from a postseason berth because of the district standings that line up in front of them. They sit 15th in the RPI, but the RPI in Class 4A for all of our 5A viewers is not the same. Its top 2 in your district are advanced. They're locked in. There's 4 wild cards based off the RPI. As you can see up in the top right-hand corner, Decorah is a wild card at 13th in the RPI. But the big one to watch, middle of your screen to the right, Bondurant, Newton, Pella, and Gilbert. Pella and Gilbert play each other tomorrow night. The loser of that game is kicked out, thus leaving Indianola the next one in. So the Indians, all they got to do is win tonight, and they should be into the postseason for 2023.
Des Moines North making their way onto the field on the left side. We're just a few minutes away from kickoff. It is going to be a good one between the Polar Bears and the Indians. Indianola 5-3 on the season. Des Moines North 2-6. The Indians coming off an upset win over previously number one ranked ADM, 24-0 last week. Now, granted, ADM did not have their starting quarterback nor their starting wide receiver / running back, both out due to injury. But a win's a win, and Indianola will take it. They've won 3 out of their last 5 with losses to Carlisle and North Polk. They beat Boone, Ballard, and ADM. Des Moines North coming in losers out of 4 of their last 5. Their only wins on the season are to Des Moines East to start the season, and then they beat Boone in a thriller in overtime, 36-35, as they went for 2 to win the ballgame 2 weeks ago. We'll step aside real quick. We'll be back for your opening kickoff. It's Indianola and Des Moines North coming up on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
It's our fall savings event now at DeYarmond Automotive Knoxville. Selling all new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Rams. Incredible savings on the new Chevy Silverado and Sierra 1500. Save big on new Chevy Equinox. Get up to $10,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s. New Jeep Gladiators up to $10,000 off MSRP. And new Grand Cherokees with 10% off MSRP. It's the fall savings event at DeYarmond Automotive Knoxville.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there, move it, move it, move it!
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some weight. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
Welcome back to MediaCom Stadium here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Indianola and Des Moines North just about ready to get going. The Polar Bears will receive to start tonight's matchup. Indianola will kick off. 60 degrees is the temperature here at kickoff. Wind, not really much to count for tonight. It's just been a pretty warmer fall day. It feels more like a September day than an October day, but temperature's just kind of going up and down as it is. And Indianola, 1 win away from a postseason berth. Just win tonight and you're in. Coach Kluver and his Indians ready to go. Coach Addy and his Polar Bears ready to go. We're off and running here from MediaCom Stadium. And taking from the far sideline will be Gay. Gay will move to the middle. He'll cut back up and work his way through a couple defenders up to about the 23-yard line. And that is where Des Moines North's offense will set up shop. Des Moines North is led by their quarterback, just a sophomore, Jadrian Knabb. 1 touchdown, 6 interceptions on the year, 302 passing yards. A rushing attack that is led heavily by several different players. Kinnick Dutcher, 79 carries. Aaron Moreno, 89 carries. Dane Gay, 63 carries, and Tegan O'Brien, 48 carries. They put 3 in the backfield on first down to start things out. On first down and 10, they'll go a carry up the right side, and this is, I believe, Kinnick Dutcher. And it was not. It's Aaron Moreno, the senior, who gets the carry just off the right side. Des Moines North, kind of an option-type offense, can be option-wise once in a while, but one of the biggest things you'll learn about them is they love to trick a couple of their opponents. That's one thing Coach Kluver told me this week. He said, we're ready for fakes. They love to fake punts. They love to fake kicks. They like to just really get tricky. That's something that Coach Addy likes to do. Addy, a former football player at Upper Iowa University back in the late 2000s. It'll be second down at 7. They'll go carry off the left side. And not much going there for the Polar Bears, maybe a yard. And it'll be third down. That was number 24, Tegan O'Brien, the senior, 327 yards on 48 carries and a touchdown this season. And it's third down and 6 upcoming for the Polar Bears. They love to run the ball. They're not a very heavy passing offense, that is for sure. Only 341 yards of passing this season for Des Moines North. Meanwhile, 1,591 yards on the ground. That leads over Indianola's 1,342. Third down at 6. They got one wide receiver near side. Nab back to throw. He'll fire short. This is caught at the sticks. He's going to be really close to the marker. That is a first down for the Polar Bears. A nice pitch and catch caught by Wisdom Fode. Fode, the number 1 receiver for Des Moines North this year. That's his 9th catch on the season. Came in with 100 yards receiving. And he's still looking for that first touchdown on the season. So North, who doesn't throw the ball a ton, gets the job done with one wide receiver on first down.
30-yard line.
And they'll set things up. Keep an eye on Indianola. Jack Strong, he's going to be one to watch here tonight for Indianola. This season, 47.5 tackles for loss, or 47.5 tackles, 7 of them for loss. North tries another counter, and it's not going to go far, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. That time, another different carrier, Andrea Khalifa. And Khalifa doesn't go far. It'll be second down and 10. Beautiful new stadium here for Mediacom, or at Mediacom Stadium, literally built right next to the Knapp Center and just down the street from Drake Stadium. All use football and soccer. No track around this stadium, but just football. It just fit perfectly in between the neighborhoods and whatnot. And a great addition as they just kicked off last week for Waukee and Roosevelt. A carry on the far side, not much going for Tegan O'Brien. He's going to actually lose a couple, and it'll be third down and long for the Polar Bears.
It'll be 3rd and 12 from the
Jadrian Nab, one thing that you don't see a lot anymore, he actually comes to the sideline to pick up the play from the play callers, and then he'll run it back to the huddle. A lot of times you just see someone else call plays like that or signals on the sideline, but Nab goes over and picks him up. It's third down and 12 from the 28 for the Polar Bears. 3 men in the backfield once again. On third down, Nab in trouble, has to step up, and he's hit. Nobody was looking in the backfield, and Indianola able to wrap him down. That's number 77, Logan Turner, the junior D lineman, who brings down Nab. And it'll be fourth down and 12. Take a look at the replay. Turner comes off the far side, busts through a couple. Now, I think it was actually a designed screen play, but the ball never got out as Gay was trying to break free, but he couldn't quite get there. It'll be fourth down and 19. And North will punt this one back. Low line drive on the way. Everybody's called away. And Wisdom Fode will bring this thing down at about the 44-yard line, and that is where Indianola will set up shop. The Indians 5-3 on the season. They are led by their junior quarterback, Andrew DeWall. DeWall, 808 yards this season, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He hadn't even played football since his 8th grade year. Hadn't put on the pads since 8th grade. Coach asked him to come on this season, and he's fit in well. And he's getting better as the weeks go on. 65 of 109 on the season. He is a one to watch for Indianola tonight. First down at 10. They'll go handoff on the far sideline and breaking a couple tackles. Still going is number 25, Jake Pontier. Pontier is the main guy they go to. so far. 167 carries, 922 yards, 6 touchdowns. It's about 6 yards per carry. Pontier just works his way up the right side and gets upfield for a first down. Indians put up 24 last week on ADM, but it was the shutout that had a lot of people talking. ADM was obviously down their top 2 players, but Indianola will take it. There's another handoff for Pontier. He'll work his way up the middle and get about 7 or 8 on the carry. It'll be second down.
Second and 3 from the 37.
Top wide receiver, pretty even in the category. Eli Fox, the senior, and Chauncey Hale, the senior. Hale, 15 catches, Fox, 16 catches, both over 200 yards, both have 2 touchdowns. So the Indians don't go to the air a ton, but they're not that bad when they do. Second down, they'll go firing outside, and that one's going to be caught near sideline, jumping up near all the way down to about the 20-yard line. Nice play by Mitchell Bauer, the junior wide receiver. Bauer, 11 catches, 101 yards this season. Take a look at the replay. This is just a simple little stunt route, and both wide receivers are there to cover. Good setup play, and it'll be first down and 10 just outside the red zone for the Indians. Indianola out of the Little Hawkeye Conference. Pretty good success the last couple seasons all throughout. They go slight, quick snap off on the end around and pushed out of bounds for a gain of about 2 or 3. That's Chauncey Hale.
Chauncey Hale.
Hale gets 3. He'll be second down.
Second and 7 from the 18.
From the 21, 6:15 to go here in the first quarter. Moving along here, the Indians driving the ball pretty well so far. Really no pushback by the Des Moines North defense. They line up trips to the right, almost in the tight end spot. They go an end around and all the way to the edge. Running in style all the way inside the 10 and finally pushed out is Ethan McDonald. On an end around play, and Indianola has the first down inside the red zone.
It'll be first and goal, Indianola from the 8.
Perfect little designed fake. We thought maybe North would be the ones to be doing that, but Indianola brings out their own little trickery, and they are at first and goal from the 8. Eli Fox way out right. They set him up. Man in motion. They'll go handoff near side and cutting upfield inside the 5, diving for the goal line. Touchdown, Indianola, Jake Pontier.
Touchdown, Indianola.
Another well-done end around, and Des Moines North just didn't have anybody on him, and Pontier works his way upfield. Great fake. Lineman just couldn't quite get there and then just missed a couple wrap-ups, and Pontier walks in or works his way in for the touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point attempt.
And this will be Aiden Keller, the junior kicker. Snap hold, and we're going to have a, let's see what we got here. False start on the offense.
False start called on.
So it will be backing up 5 yards. So there's a little bit of a head start for the Indians. They'll try again here on the PAT attempt. Penalty is actually declined by Des Moines North.
Will resume the extra point attempt.
So I guess Coach Addy didn't see a reason to back him up, so they'll just try again. Snap hold. Keller's kick is up and right down the middle. 7-0. Indianola on top of Des Moines North. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Indianola on top of Des Moines North, 7-0. The Polar Bears grab one first down on the first drive. Can't do anything else with it. And the Indians march downfield after starting from the own 44-yard line, and we'll get things back rolling here, as this is a winder that is going to end up bouncing out of bounds, and Des Moines North will take that. And it'll be first down and 10 with pretty good field position here. A lot of running on that first drive for the Polar Bears. Wisdom Fode was the only one with a catch in the passing game. We'll see if Des Moines North opens it up. Again, they just have so many options. It's almost that Army triple option type of offense.
First and 10 Polar Bears from the 35.
And they'll set up shop at the 35-yard line, so not bad for the Polar Bears. And Indianola will come back out here on defense. Look good that first time. Like I said, linebacker number 42. Keep an eye out for Jack Strong. He has been the man to watch this year on defense. 47 tackles, 7.5 for loss, 2 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 interception. He has been huge. This is a Des Moines North team that is quite young. Not a lot of seniors, a lot of sophomores and juniors. And for Coach Addy, that's about what he wants. Because a couple of years ago when they had 4 wins, that was one of their best seasons in a while. They had a lot of young kids. There's a nice run up the near sideline. Getting upfield is Tegan O'Brien. He's got pretty good speed working his way near side. He's going to get 6 for Des Moines North. It'll be second down and 4.
Second and 4 from the 41-yard line.
O'Brien, one of those few seniors on the team. But you look at all their leaders in passing, rushing, receiving, and tackles, all juniors and sophomores. Fode, Dutcher, and Gay, all juniors. Jadrian Nab, the sophomore quarterback. Same thing for Indianola. Andrew DeWall is a junior, and Pontier is a junior as well. So sets up well for the future. Quick little read option. That was a really nice play. Good call up the middle. Adrian Moreno gets the call on second down. He's going to be just short by about a yard. It'll be third down and 1 upcoming for the Polar Bears. That was just a very simple, quick handoff, not much on it. And it's third down and 1, and a crucial third down upcoming here for the Polar Bears. One thing that Coach Addy talked about when he chatted with me this week, he said expect the clock to be used a lot. They're not a quick offense by any means. Third down and about 2 is the marker. They go quick handoff, and bursting up the middle, it's going to be really close. Moreno got the call again, and I think he's going to have the first down, and yes, he does. And the Polar Bears move the chains. Forward progress helps him out. And I tell you what, the more quicker that handoff is, it's almost like a QB sneak in a way. Might be seeing a lot of pinching on the Indianola defensive line. Keep an eye out for number 24, Jake Pontier, AJ Pontier, number 24, brother to Jake, on the line. Carry off the left side again. O'Brien gets upfield. We're going to have a flag thrown in, most likely a hold
on the rush. There's a flag on the play.
On the left tackle, if I had to guess. And it is. So a holding call, and I think they're going to get that on number 50, Wilson Chavez, the junior. And Des Moines North will be backed up heavily here, back 10 yards. Let's see, is it from the spot, or are they just going to do 10 yards? Looks like it's just going to be 10 yards. So it'll be first down at 20 this time.
First and 20 from the 36-yard line.
3:22 to go here in the first quarter. Indianola on top of Des Moines North here at Mediacom Stadium. Week 9, senior night here for the Polar Bears. Indianola win, and you're most likely into the playoffs. Give them 99.9% chance. And we got a timeout on the field by Coach Addy. We'll take one with them. Indianola on top of North, 7-0.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
We are back on the Central Iowa Sports Network out of the timeout. 3:02 to go here in the first quarter. Indianola on top of Des Moines North, 7-0. Here from MediaCom Stadium, here in the heart of Des Moines on the campus of Drake University, just beside the Knapp Center. Home of the Drake Bulldogs, looking to have a good season, both men's and women's basketball-wise. Knapp will fire short. This is going to be incomplete. He tossed it up. It was one-on-one, and Adler-Delke had his hands right on it and probably should have been a pick, but got lucky as it was knocked out last second by Gay. And he was almost playing DB around that play after that was tossed up, and it'll be 2nd down and 20. Knapp does have 6 interceptions this year, just 1 touchdown. So trying to keep the turnovers down is crucial for him. And it'll be 2:58 to go here in the quarter after the quick play. Triple man in the backfield with one wide receiver to the left. They'll pitch it outside, and Gay won't get much. He is driven down very quickly. I believe that was number 42, Jack Strong. Yes, it was. Really good form tackle. It'll be 3rd down and long upcoming.
Dean Gay on the push ahead. Loss of 1 yard on the play. It'll be 3rd and 21.
Dean Gay leads the team on defense. 44 tackles, 14.5 for loss, 6.5 sacks. Between him and Slay on defense, we'll talk about Slay in a little bit. It's been phenomenal to watch those two for Des Moines North. Gay trying to get things going here on offense. 3rd down and 21. Knapp, flea flicker. Knapp rolling out. He's going to have to take off, and he's wrapped down from behind. Jack Strong again. Nowhere to go as North tries to get tricky with a flea flicker, and it doesn't work, and we're going to have a flag thrown. This might be a horse collar. Yes, it is. Jack Strong is going to get called on a horse collar.
Personal foul called on the defense.
And that might be, is that an automatic 1st down? I think it's just 15 yards, but we'll see here. So they'll take a marking. And we'll see where they mark it. It should still be 4th down. It's going to be 4th down and 9 or 3rd down 9. Let's see what they mark here. It'll be 3rd down, so they just repeat the down. It's 3rd down and about 8 for Des Moines North after the horse collar on Jack Strong.
15 yards on the penalty.
Yeah, so that's a 15-yard penalty, and they'll repeat 3rd down.
From the 48.
So Des Moines North catches a break. Whoever they were going to downfield was covered. It wasn't going to be an easy play for Knapp, even if he wanted to throw it. But he held back on it. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Polar Bears. Best field position of the night for Des Moines North. This crowd's loving it. Looking for a solid play here. That looked like Indianola jumps, but they play on. There's a carry to the left side and not much going for number 22, Dean Gay. And it'll be 3rd down and about, or 4th down and about 8 where he at.
That brings up 4th and 7.
They will bring on the punting team.
49-yard line.
Talk about a jack of all trades. Dean Gay is also the punter for Des Moines North. So there's where your fakes come from with his speed. It's a low snap. Gay will send it off. They'll take a bounce at the 30, and then we'll bounce out at the 29. No possible return. Set up for Mitchell Bauer. And the Indians will take up shop at the 29-yard line with 1:16 to go here in the first quarter. A Class 4A matchup tonight here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Don't get many Class 4A games, but always got to enjoy when we can get some new teams in here. Always good to have the Des Moines Public Schools. Always love covering all these teams. Roosevelt, Lincoln, East, Hoover, North. all phenomenal teams to watch in every sport. First down and 10, set up shop. DeWall will pitch. Nope, he's going to fire over the middle, and he throws into the turf. Nobody around, and that's going to be intentional grounding, as nobody was around Andrew DeWall, and nobody was ready to receive it. And that's going to be a penalty that will back Indianola up 15 yards. So intentional grounding is the call. Take a look at the replay. There is nobody in the vicinity. Let's see where, if anybody is close. They bring Bauer in motion, and then, yeah, there was nobody in motion, nobody in the area, so good call. And that'll back up the Indians quite a bit. It's a second down and 18 upcoming. One wide receiver to the near side, that is John-C. Hale. They got Pontier in the backfield. On first or second and long, Pontier gets the carry to the right side. He'll get a couple. Up back to the 25-yard line. It'll be third down and long. Boy, this will be a big stop for North here if they can get it.
It'll be 3rd and 14.
Third down and 14 is what the call will be. Make sure to keep an eye on Des Moines North. Is Augustine Slade, the junior, number 4 on the line. Slated to go to Northern Illinois to play football. He's that left end right there on the screen for North. On third down and long, DeWall is going to fire downfield, up for Hale, and that is broken away. That is a textbook play by Wisdom Fode. Never even put his hands on the receiver. He just stuck his hands straight up and said, all right, you're going to have to make a stop. I mean, this is perfect. He doesn't even touch him. He just sticks his hands up, makes a great play. That is cornerback 101. Well done by Des Moines North. And Fode will be the one to receive. Good snap. Just got it past the outreach. This one will bounce at the 30, down inside the 20. Fode will jump on top of it to save it from going any further, and they'll step up from the 21-yard line. And that is where Des Moines North will set up shop. So 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and Indianola leads 7-0. Good stop for Des Moines North. And we'll see what the Polar Bear offense can do. Got up to near the 50 with a couple penalties aided, and they'll take it. And we'll set up shop at the 21. Obviously haven't gone to the air a ton. They have one catch thanks to Wisdom Fode. He's being covered up by Jack Bingaman. And Des Moines North jumps. Someone flinched on the line, and that'll back him up 5 yards. A lot of penalties so far tonight. Talking with both coaches, playing on a Thursday night, it definitely throws your rhythm off just a little bit. Coach Kluver said they had to come in on Sunday, and instead of film on Sunday, they watched minimal film and started practice on Sunday instead of Monday, and then obviously yesterday was walkthroughs. It's definitely a different way to go about it. And for tomorrow, yes, you get an extra day of break, but it's not like you know who you're going to play next week for the postseason until Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. First down at 15. North gets the carry going right, and nowhere to go. A herd of Indians collapse in on number 24, Tegan O'Brien. And that will do it for the end of the first quarter. Indianola hold the serve, but the Polar Bears hanging around. 7-0. Indians on top. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com. When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Welcome back to MediaCom Stadium. Des Moines North and Indianola going at it here in this District 4 matchup, or District 5 matchup, excuse me. Good night of football so far here in Class 4A. Indianola with this 7-0 lead. Des Moines North pinned back inside their own 20 after a false start. It'll be second down and 15 upcoming for the Polar Bears. Just trying to get that running game going. Not much working on the ground for the most part. They love going under center, and they love putting all three backs in a three-man stance. There's a run up the middle, a nice carry. Gets them back across the original line of scrimmage. That is number 7 for Aaron Moreno.
That'll make it 3rd and 8 from the 23.
And it'll be 3rd down and 8. Hard for me up here in the booth to see the numbers. Obviously, with the white outline, helps a little bit, but black on green, not great. Still look good nonetheless. I always like the pink for Des Moines North thrown in there. Green, pink, white, and black. 3rd down and 8 upcoming. Faudet is the one lone wide receiver. And everybody circled around Nav. Faudet back to throw. He goes on a quick screen play, and there goes Faudet. Wisdom Faudet gets upfield, and he's ripped down, but there is a flag down. And this is either going to be an ineligible receiver downfield or a holding. Faudet made a couple guys miss, but just couldn't make another guy miss. He's close to the marker anyway, but this should be on Des Moines North, I would think. Ineligible receiver downfield. Yes, it was. So somebody took off a little bit, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if Kluver wants to decline it or if he's going to accept it. And he's going to accept it, so they'll back him up even further. Which Des Moines North has not punted the ball well, so just trying to get better field position. So 2 penalties on this drive alone will back up the Polar Bears even more. Not back as far as the first false start had, but it'll be 3rd down and about 13 upcoming for Des Moines North. Jadrian Nab will run in the play here. And they'll set up 3rd down and 13. I like the call on that 3rd down, but you can't go back to the screen here. We'll see if they get tricky again. But again, just one lone wide receiver. There's not much you can try. Nab will go short. This is picked off. And going back the other way for a pick 6. Touchdown, Indianola. Adler Dykey. He missed one earlier tonight. He's not going to miss that one. And he read it the entire way. Nab waited, and he just waited just a little too long. And Dykey takes it in for the touchdown, and the Indians extend their lead 13-0. It's the 7th interception on the season for Jadrian Nab. And Keller will line this one up and try to send it through. Snap, hold, kick is good.
Extra point attempt.
And it's a 14-0 lead for Indianola. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses. What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow. Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
New trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
We're back here on the campus of Drake University here at Mediacom Stadium. Indianola leads Des Moines North 14-0, a pick six by Adler Diakey. And this one will be taken inside the 5 for the Polar Bears. Up the middle, this is Wisdom Fode on the return, and he's going to get up to about the 25-yard line, so about what it would have been if it was a wave off, and it'll be first down from the 25 upcoming for North. Well, the offense is different. It's a one wide receiver look. Wisdom Fode on your screen right now. I mean, he's the guy. He's the wide receiver to always look out for. He can always make plays, make guys miss in open field. But North, got to open the ball just a little bit. We'll see how they shape up here. Their triple option run attack is definitely one of those things that helps out. But Indianola's had it covered all night. They got 4 guys on the line, and that's exactly how they want it. First down, fumble, ball's on the ground, and I think Indianola's got it, and they do. Picked up by number 72, Jackson Boyd, the senior. You felt like it was maybe only a matter of time as the Polar Bears do such quick handoffs, and that time Nab just off the same page. I don't think the tailback knew it was going to him. I think that was Tegan O'Brien. He wasn't even ready for it, and I don't even know if he thought he was getting it. So it's first down and 10 for the Indians just outside of the red zone. Handoff. Jake Pontier makes a couple miss and gets upfield close to the marker. He's going to be just short. It'll be second down and 9. Or second down and 1, excuse me. Boy, he is good. He can just really run downhill. Good downhill runner. Came in tonight 922 yards, 6 touchdowns, 95 yards also in the air and 1 touchdown. He can just make plays when it matters. Second and short. Pontier again follows his fullback, puts his shoulder down. He's down inside the 5. Continue to get the workhorse moving here. I also like it. He only has armbands, and that's pretty much it. He is no gloves, no sleeve, no nothing. Very simple. It'll be first down and goal upcoming, and I'd go right back to Pontier here. Nothing fancy for the Indians. Trying to extend this to a 3-score lead. Fullback in motion. Pontier again. Bursts through a hole. Dives for the goal line. He is in. Touchdown, Indianola.
Jake Pontier, the ball carrier.
Boy, how about the last-second effort by Jake Pontier? And just barely sneaks across. Take a look at the replay. Good block by the fullback. Watch the right guard. Good block, good seal. That knee never went down. And he crosses the goal line. And Jake Pontier
Aiden Keller on for the extra point attempt.
Scores another one. Second one tonight. Kick is up and the kick is good. 21-0. Indianola on top of Des Moines North. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker with you here this evening. Indianola on top of Des Moines North, 21-0 is your score from Mediacom Stadium.
Indianola in kickoff formation at the 40.
And we'll set things up here for a kickoff for the Indians. Back-to-back turnovers on back-to-back drives for Des Moines North have hurt them. It was 7-0 at the end of the quarter, but a pick six by Adler DK and then a fumble are the big difference maker. Wisdom Fode will take it inside the 10. He runs into traffic and he won't get very far to about the 15-yard line. North will run the offense back out. Biggest thing here, hold on to the football. Don't give it away too easily. After the pick six and then the fumble. Indianola's defense stepping up as they have a lot this season. Last couple games, it's just kind of a back and forth. Lost a weird head scratcher to Carlisle, 17-6, but they rallied the troops. Got a big win against Ballard, 30-27. Beat Boone, 35-0. Took a tough loss to North Polk, 27-0, but then beat number 1 ADM, albeit without their leading wide receiver / running back and quarterback, Brevendal and Aiden Flora, 24-0 last week. But that was a must-win game. Had to win it for the RPI, and now they set themselves in a great position as there's a carry for about a yard on first down. But the Indians are in the driver's seat. Pella and Gilbert, who are above them in the RPI as wild cards, play each other tomorrow night. The loser of that game most likely is not making the playoffs. They're not going to stay in front of Indianola, I can tell you that. So that's really all that matters. So if they take care of business here, they're going to be in the postseason, albeit they will play one of the higher seeds for sure. Looking at probably a 3 or 4 seed is what they're going to have to face. But nonetheless, playoffs are playoffs, and Indianola and Coach Kluver will take it. A long history of postseasons for these guys, both when they were in 5A/4A, when it was only 4A. Roll out for Nab. Nab is rushed and is brought down in the backfield at about the 10-yard line. Number 77 in there, that was Logan Turner, along with number 52, Charlie Radzovich, and Jack Strong as well was in there.
It'll be 3rd and 15.
I thought for sure. I didn't know Nab had the ball. They sold the fake pretty well, but Indianola read it the entire way. I love that Jack Strong has a neck pad, not even a neck pad, just kind of one of those neck braces to make sure his head doesn't bounce. It's a old school look. He plays like one of those old school linebackers. Ryan Bosworth would be proud. 3rd down and 15 here, 7:48 to go in the first half. And I believe we're going to have a timeout. Yes, we will. Timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. Indianola 21, Des Moines North nothing. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Indianola on top of Des Moines North, 21-0. Here in the second quarter with 7:44 to go. It'll be 3rd down and 15 upcoming here. Beautiful MediaCom Stadium just opened a couple weeks ago. Actually, last week. Just opened for business last week. Waukee took on Des Moines Roosevelt. Waukee came away with the victory, 42-14. So a Des Moines Public School still looking for their first win here at this stadium. Tomorrow night, Newton and Des Moines Hoover will play each other here at this field. And then after that, we wait till soccer season. And then we come back around for football. On 3rd and long, Nab throws it right to DK, who picks off the pass. And DK's got 2 pick sixes. Touchdown, Indianola. Oh, my goodness. Nab thought he was just pitching to the running back, but DK, I don't even know if he read it, obviously, but he just jumps right in front of the pass, and he has 2 interceptions tonight. If you even called that an interception, yeah, it probably is. I mean, it was a backwards pass, so maybe a fumble recovery. Either way, the corner's got 2 pick sixes tonight, and it's 27-0, and make it 28-0. Wow. What a night. 28-0, Indianola on top. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
too. We all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wins. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
It's our construction sale here at DeYarman Ford Indianola. We're expanding and setting sales records. Check out our Flex Buys, the new way to buy. Save big with a new F-150 XLTs and the new 2024 Edge. Also save on new Ford Explorers and Expeditions. And check out all DeYarman certified used vehicles, all sold with a 1-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. Find out what's going on at DeYarman Ford Indianola. DeYarmanFord.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. 3 turnovers tonight by Des Moines North, 2 of which taken back into the end zone by Adler DK. He has 2 touchdowns tonight defensively, and Des Moines North is on top, or excuse me, Indianola on top of North, 28-0. Indianola fans possibly up at Indianola watching their volleyball game against Denison Schleswig. In their playoff matchup, Denison and Indianola. Indianola leads 2-0 was the latest update I saw on Twitter. So still a good crowd on hand tonight for Indianola, but 2 games happening at the same time. Not ideal, but if they're at the game, they can catch the other game here tonight. First down and 10 for the Polar Bears. Starting from the 20. They go handoff near side, and not much going. Spinning into traffic, not much to roll with. Let's see, who was that in the bottom of the pile? Survey says it was, I believe it was Dean Gay, and it was 22. So Gay doesn't go far, and it's 2nd out of 9. Indianola in the yellow helmets with the purple and white stripe. I tell you what, I guarantee that uniform has not changed very much in the last 40 years. My dad played at South Tama, who played Indianola, and that game, I feel like I've seen the newspaper clippings. Their uniforms have not changed a lot in their history. So they like to keep it classy, and it always looks good. Both teams look good on the field. Tegan O'Brien gets the carry. He's not going to go far. He's wrapped down on the far side by A.J. Pontier. And Pontier's there, and it'll be 3rd down, and they'll give him 10. He got back to the marker. Or forward progress saves him there. Both Pontiers making pretty good plays tonight. It's 3rd down and 10 upcoming for the Polar Bears. With 6:17 to go here in the second quarter. Wisdom Fode will go wide out right. Again, he's the wide receiver. They really don't run anybody else at the wide receiver position. Back to throw. That one's on the ground, and Des Moines North recovers. Nab got hit as he tried to get rid of it. It's recovered in the backfield by Tegan O'Brien, and Des Moines North will punt.
Ball hits the turf, recovered at the 15 by the Polar Bears.
So almost 4th straight drive with a turnover. But they're able to hang on to it, and it'll be number 39, Mitchell Bauer. Will be back to receive this punt upcoming by Dane Gay.
Polar Bears back in punt formation.
5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Good snap. Gay will send a line drive kick to the sideline, and it is not much. That'll go out at about the 32-yard line. Indianola gets wonderful field position to get back on offense. The offense that hasn't been out on the field very much. They'll set things up on 1st down and 10. Jake Pontier has been really good tonight, running downhill. Made a couple big plays, got him in the end zone twice so far. And the crazy thing is, Andrew DeWall really hasn't had to do a ton in the passing game. He's made a couple plays, but John-C. Hale and Mitchell Bauer really haven't done much. Hale's going to move in motion. Pontier on 1st down, busts through a hole and gets all the way down to the 15-yard line. Boy, he's having himself a night. The holes are opening up front, makes your job very easy. Take a look at the replay. Watch the center and the left guard. I believe that's where he hits the hole. Oh, the right guard came over just a little bit more. Big number 72, Jackson Boyd. Plays both ways, makes a great play, and it'll be first down at 10 from the 15. After the carry. Fullback motion to line up, and we got a penalty. Let's see. Somebody might have jumped up front. And it is a false start on the offense for Indianola.
That'll back it up 5 yards.
And they'll try again.
That'll make it first and 15.
I like the play call, though, with Ethan McDonald to go in motion like that because it sets you up for a good fullback position. Classic Iowa-looking offense, if anything. And DeWall will come back into the huddle. Andrew's also one of those guys that runs to the sideline. Maybe I just don't notice it as much, but it's possible it's just a 5A thing. We're spoiled when we call so many 5A games. But it's fun to get down here to 4A. Pontier with the carry. Bust up the middle. Nobody can bring him down. Touchdown. Jake Pontier. Third touchdown of the night for the junior, and Indianola extends their lead over Des Moines North. Boy, I'm telling you, the holes that he is getting. Good block up field, and North just couldn't quite wrap up. And the Indians lead 34-0, 35-0 pending the extra point by Keller. Snap hole of kick is up, and the kick is good, and it's either going to be another false start on Indianola. Nope, it's going to be a false start on Des Moines North. Encroachment on Des Moines North, and they're going to have to do it again. Indianola thought they were good to go. They thought they could go back to the sideline. Nope, they got a re-kick. They're going to decline the penalty. So they'll just try it again. Second time tonight. Keller's getting his steps in. He's getting his kicks in tonight for the Indians. He leans as a kicker, I tell you what. Second time's the charm. Puts it right up and in. 35-0. Indianola on top of North. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Score Indianola 35-0.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses. What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow. Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
New trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to Des Moines Stadium, Mediacom Stadium here in Des Moines, the capital city. Indianola on top of Des Moines North, 35-0. That kick is going to go sailing back into the end zone. 4 turnovers tonight by Des Moines North have been the difference maker. It was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Des Moines North was taking their time, using up the clock, like Coach Addy talked about this week to me in the pregame show, and then the turnovers showed up, and Des Moines North just has not been able to move the football ever since. I think they still only have 1 first down on the night. That wasn't aided by a penalty, and that was on the first drive. So they'll try something again here. Starting from the 20, it is continuous clock, by the way, since we are 35 points. And they'll fire things back up. There's a handoff going right, and not much. On the right side, getting upfield for about 1 or 2. Obviously, a 2-6 record, not exactly what Des Moines North wanted to see. Going to finish the year at 2-7, but you got to remember, was it last year or just a couple years ago, they won 4 games. That was the most games they've won in a long time. And I know that sounds, you're like, 4 games. I mean, that's not still great. Well, for Des Moines North and some of these schools, yes, it is. The Des Moines Public Schools, obviously, you never know. Could be getting better as the season goes on, and they always face each other. It's always fun when Roosevelt faced East or Roosevelt faced North. You always have the battle for Des Moines. Coach Addy told me that Des Moines East, North just really wants to beat East a lot. On second down, there's another carry off the right side, and Indianola wraps him down in the backfield. Nice play by number 52, Charlie Redzovich. But the big thing for Des Moines North is they are still very young. Tons of sophomores and juniors that get a ton of playing time, and not many seniors that get a lot of playing time in general. So that is a positive. There are a lot of things to look out for. And that's for every Des Moines Lincoln, same thing. They are young as well. So the Des Moines Public Schools, next year, look out. They could be an interesting team. And the fight for the Des Moines Cup to see who is the best Des Moines Public School team could be one of the best we've seen in several years. We almost had a jump. Des Moines North will call a timeout. We'll take one with them. 2:12 to go here in the second quarter. Indianola on top of Des Moines North. We'll be right back.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Third down and 9, upcoming for Des Moines North. Nab back to throw. He's going to fire downfield, one-on-one. This is going to be intercepted. Picked off out of the air by Jack Bingaman. Just went up and snatched it over top of Wisdom Fode. And Bingaman has Indianola's third interception of the night. Again, it's how you call that play that Diekman had, but that one just kind of lobbed up in the air, just a little too long. It was going to be double coverage no matter what. And Indianola with their fifth forced turnover on the evening. And it'll be first down and 10, 1:35 to go. See if the Indians can practice for a quick under 2 minutes here because of the continuous clock. DeWall back to throw, will fire just outside, and it's off the hands of Rylan Klass, the senior wide receiver. Klaus couldn't hang on. It'll be second down and 10. Will Whalen, number 1, he's in there. Junior, technically listed at quarterback / linebacker. He's 6'2". Indianola's definitely got a couple basketball players on this team, and they're a pretty good basketball school. Second and 10. They go handoff up the middle, off the right side, actually. That's number 21, Ethan McDonald. Going to be about third down and 4 with 35 seconds to go as the clock keeps ticking. Indianola really no rush here with a 35-point lead. As long as it holds 35, there will be continuous clock. Third down and 4 upcoming for Indianola. 2 wide receivers, 1 to the near side. They go handoff again. And running into traffic is McDonald. He won't go far. And we'll see. Does Indianola call a timeout? No, they will not. And we will go to the locker room with Indianola on top of Des Moines North. 35-0 is your score. We'll be back for more halftime coverage in just a little bit. Indianola on top of North. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
It's halftime, football fans.
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some weight. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
It's our construction sale here at DeArmond Ford Indianola. We're expanding and setting sales records. Check out our Flex Buys, the new way to buy. Save big with a new F-150 XLTs and the new 2024 Edge. Also save on new Ford Explorers and Expeditions. And check out all DeArmond certified used vehicles, all sold with a 1-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. Find out what's going on at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses. What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat and Glow. Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat and Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. 35-0. Indianola on top of Des Moines North as the marching band is on the field. They're kind of dressed in a couple Shrek costumes. I can't tell based on listening to it if it's Shrek, but I'll let everyone know if I see anything or if I hear anything. Indianola on top, 35-0, looking for win number 6 on the year. Turnovers have been the big difference maker. A whole lot of turnovers by Des Moines North. It was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, but it's just been a whole herd of turnovers and a couple defensive touchdowns as well by Indianola, thanks to Adler DK, the junior linebacker / corner. He's got 2 touchdowns on defense. And then Jake Pontier, 3 touchdowns on the offensive side of the ball, have been the big difference makers tonight for the Indians as they look to go to the postseason. Speaking of the postseason, one thing that we wanted to show you that we showed in the pregame show and before we started, just to kind of run through again, this is what's on the line tonight. In Class 4A, 16 teams make the playoffs like Class 5A, but the top 2 in each district are locks. There's 4 wild cards, and they are in yellow. So district number 1, top left, Denison, Schleswig, and Lamar's, they're pretty much locked. They're going to get in no matter what. As you can see, Lamar's is outside of the top 16, but because of their record, and because that they're second in the district, they're in no matter what. So you might say, well, that kind of stinks. Well, I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. As long as you're top 2 in the district, it doesn't matter. District number 2, Western Dubuque and Marion are pretty much locks for the 1 and 2 spot. Decorah is at 13th. They are a wild card spot because they are one of the higher non-top 2 district teams. Check out Waverly Shell Rock, 2 and 6, but they're 21st in the RPI. That's because they've played such a tough schedule. In these type of rankings, you almost want to play a really tough non-district schedule. So that way you have better losses if you do lose when you get to the postseason. Xavier and North Scott in the middle to the left. They are locks for the postseason. The rest of their district has just not caught up to them. Over in the middle to the right, this is where it gets interesting. Bondurant and Newton are at the top in their district, but the district title is still up for grabs. Bondurant plays Carlisle tomorrow night. Don't look at Carlisle's record and think anything different. One of those 2 wins for Carlisle was against Indianola. And Carlisle, oh, by the way, gets to play a Bondurant team that lost their starting quarterback to an injury a couple weeks ago and most likely won't have their starting running back, state talent Titus Cram. So keep an eye on that one. If Bondurant would lose, then Bondurant would possibly drop to a wild card spot because if Pella beat Gilbert, Pella and Newton would get in as the favorites since Pella beat Bondurant. Newton would get in over Pella as the 1 seed in the district because Newton beat Pella. So Pella would drop to a wild card. Basically, to simplify it, if Pella wins, Pella's in. If Gilbert wins, Gilbert's in. The loser of that game is kicked out. That then leads us to the district of Indianola here in District 5. ADM and North Polk, they are in no matter what. Nothing's going to change there. North Polk has a win over Indianola. Even if ADM loses to North Polk, ADM should still get in, I'm pretty sure. But Indianola could get the 2 seed. I'd have to go back and look into that. Either way, Indianola just has to win tonight, finish things out. They're going to get in because the loser of Pella and Gilbert won't get in. And then in the final district, things get really interesting. Lewis Central and Glenwood are at the very top at 6-2 each, 2nd and 3rd in the district. Dallas Center Grimes has a head-to-head victory over Norwalk, but DCG, because they're a lower RPI, are not above the Warriors. And they are 3rd in the district, but they're not in. Norwalk is 10th in the RPI, 4th in the district. They will get in, more than likely. So it's interesting how the RPI sets up for Class 4A. Obviously, in top 16, we're spoiled with, well, it could just be top 16, that's it. 16 plays the 1. And even then, in the postseason in Class 4A and Class 3A, the 1 seed might not play the 16th seed. They might play the 15th seed because they also try to get into a more geographical location if they can to save teams from traveling 3+ hours. We'll take a break and be back with more. Indianola on top of Des Moines North, 35-0.
New trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses. What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow. Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Indianola 35, Des Moines North 0 here at Mediacom Stadium as the marching band continues to play. About 5.5 minutes to go here for the second half. It will be continuous clock when we kick things off in the second half due to the 35-0 score. The rule changed just recently where no matter what, at 35 points, it's continuous clock. Usually it would just be wait until half and then move on, but we did have continuous clock just for a little bit. I wanted to take a look at Des Moines North, taking a look what they have next year. Because they're at MediaCom Stadium, there's a good possibility you'll be seeing them more here on the Central Iowa Sports Network, along with more Des Moines Public School games. Their home games next year will include Waterloo East, Cedar Rapids, Jefferson, North Polk, Boone, and Ballard. All will be at home here in Des Moines, so keep an eye out for that. Obviously, the Des Moines East game is a big one. They played that, obviously, at Des Moines North this year. They'll go to East next year. But always love it when the Des Moines Public Schools can face each other, whether that be Roosevelt, North, East, Lincoln, all the above. Great teams. Hoover. Always like it when they can face each other here, especially at this new stadium. That is phenomenal, by the way. Double area seating and whatnot. It's a good place to come and watch football and soccer. We'll take one last break, and we'll be back for your kickoff. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
It's our fall savings event now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. Selling all new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Rams. Incredible savings on the new Chevy Silverado and Sierra 1500. Save big on new Chevy Equinox. Get up to $10,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s. New Jeep Gladiators up to $10,000 off MSRP. And new Grand Cherokees with 10% off MSRP. It's the fall savings event at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there, move it, move it, move it!
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wings. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
It's our fall savings event now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. Selling all new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Rams. Incredible savings on the new Chevy Silverado and Sierra 1500. Save big on new Chevy Equinox. Get up to $10,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s. New Jeep Gladiators up to $10,000 off MSRP. And new Grand Cherokees with 10% off MSRP. It's the fall savings event at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wings. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
free Godfather's Pizza. Begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
It's our construction sale here at DeArmond Ford Indianola. We're expanding and setting sales records. Check out our Flex Buys, the new way to buy. Save big with a new F-150 XLTs and the new 2024 Edge. Also save on new Ford Explorers and Expeditions. And check out all DeArmond certified used vehicles, all sold with a 1-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. Find out what's going on at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there, move it, move it, move it!
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network here at Mediacom Stadium on the campus of Drake University in the capital city of Des Moines. There's the principal building just over the neighborhood line. And the FAC parking lot for Drake University, just down the street from the theater department. And the Boys and Girls Club as well, just across the street. There's the Des Moines North Polar Bear, the green and the pink. Not a bad night to be in a mascot costume. I mean, temperatures was about 60 around the time of kickoff. It's going to be 78 next Tuesday. That just doesn't feel right for October, but and then it's really going to cool off, I should say. Highs in the 40s. Next week for playoff football. 35-0 is your score. Des Moines North trails Indianola. It is continuous clock here for the remainder of this football game, or until it remains still a 35-point game. And North will send this one back to Indianola. This is number 88, Sadiki Mangaiko. And he'll be the one to send this one off. Now, Indianola does know that North can get tricky if need be, so maybe watch for an onside kick just in case here. And we'll set up for the second half. A 35-0 lead, and we're off and running. Long kick, taken back inside the 10, and good blocking down the field. There goes Indianola, and a breakaway run down the middle. Jack Hilton. Hilton turning the corner, trying to stay in bounds, and he's out of bounds. He just stepped out, but what speed by Jack Hilton down the near sideline. And it'll be first down and 10. Let's see where they mark him here. Take a look at the replay here. Man, he had great blocking. Hilton, the senior, just barely got to the edge and almost kept it in bounds. It'll be first down and 10 from the 33-yard line is where they'll set up shop. So even if it's out of bounds, incomplete, the only thing that stops the clock are timeouts, injuries, and scores. For the most part, everything else, the clock will keep running. Indianola keeps the starters out there. They go a handoff on first down. Up the right side. Not much going, or pretty good carry, I should say, for Ethan McDonald.
Ethan McDonald on the rush.
McDonald been mostly at fullback a couple times tonight, or a flex fullback, if you will. Jake Pontier has had a good night. 3 touchdowns for him this evening. And then Adler DK. 2 pick sixes tonight. What a night he's had. Second down and 5. Another carry up the middle for McDonald, and McDonald will have the first down and more inside of the 20.
McDonald on the rush to the 19-yard line of the Polar Bears.
Indians looking for win number 6 on the season, coming off a win against number 1 ADM last week. ADM trying to recover after losing their star, Brevin Dahl. They had the 2 best backfield players in the class, with Brevin Dahl and Aiden Flora both injured. Brevin Dahl is out for the season. Aiden Flora got a shoulder injury against Ballard. There's a great edge block to the end and a touchdown on the far side for Ethan McDonald, but I think this one's coming back. I think we're going to have a hold, and it is. A hold will be called on Indianola. That was a little too good of a block upfield for the Indians, and that'll back them up. Head official pointing at the flag here. I guess he's saying that's where they marked it, so it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so they're not going to lose a ton. Take a look at the replay. Let's see who they're going to get this call on. It's either on number 87 or it was on 11. So Gavin Darling is either the one or John-C. Hale. I couldn't tell which one. It might have been Hale.
Polar Bear defense.
But it'll be first down and about 14 from the spot of the foul. John-C. Hale sprinting in motion. They'll go McDonald again on the carry, and McDonald just weaving his way through traffic. Great blocking up front by Indianola gets them to about second down and
Ethan McDonald on the rush.
About 5 upcoming.
To the Polar Bear 14-yard line. Sets up second down for Indianola.
First down or second down upcoming. 9:15 to go here in the third quarter. Indians got some size up front, no doubt about that. That's Drake Johnston, the senior, number 69, 6'1", 276. Up there on the line, he's got number 66, Matt Kilgore, 5'11", 265. So the Indians got a lot of guys up front that can make plays. They pitch this one off to Eli Fox, and Eli Fox turns the corner. Touchdown, Indianola.
Eli Fox is good.
Boy, first time we've called his name tonight, and on a wonderful end-around jet sweep of sorts, Indianola is in the end zone for a touchdown. Take a look at the replay. This is just great blocking. And a good heads-up play. Good block there by McDonald, and Fox does the rest and walks in for a touchdown. 41-0. They'll pen the extra point here for Keller. Snap hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 42-0. Indianola on top. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to MediaCom Stadium. Indianola on top of Des Moines North here on senior night, 42-0. The Indians rushing attack all over the field tonight. Also forcing turnovers have been a big part. And Indianola will send this one back. Catches the wind a little bit, and they'll be taking it about the 8-yard line. Near side, nowhere to go. Indianola wraps him down to the backfield. I think that was Peyton Wilbur maybe in on the tackle. I believe it was. Maybe. Hard to tell the number from here. It was either Peyton Wilbur or it was A.J. Pontier. Nope, it was Wilbur. So good play by Indianola. It'll be first down from the 11. North lost yardage on that return. I thought maybe they give him forward progress, but not when he ran backwards. So 42-0. Continuous clock moves. 3 backs. Handoff. Left side. Not much going. Boy, tough hit. Not much to roll with for Aaron Moreno. Boy, he has had tough sledding tonight. I don't think he's had a positive yard. He's just taken a couple big hits. I think that might have been Wilbur again, number 84, who came in there to make the play, and it's second down and a longer 12. And we're going to have an official timeout here as Moreno is going to walk off. Moreno, the senior linebacker slash running back, will hobble off. Something with his leg, so they'll check him out. Coach Addy's talking to him. I didn't even see, did Des Moines North get another player out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, they did. Faudet, wide out right, 3 in the backfield again. They'll pitch this one outside. Gay, not much. And a flag thrown down in between the markers.
Dean Gay with the carry for your
Dean
Polar
Gay,
Bears.
couple solid plays tonight, just hasn't quite gotten free. It is a holding call, and Indianola is going to decline the holding. So the Indians don't want to push Des Moines North back, so they'll hold it.
Sets up 3rd and 10.
And the clock will
your
start
Polar
again.
Bears. Let's go offense.
3rd down and 10. So they decline it to give them the down. They would have accepted it would have been 2nd down, so Indianola wants the ball back. They'll take the 3rd down instead. Their defense has played well on night. No reason why they shouldn't. Nab under center and a false start on the left side. I believe that is number 4, Augustine Slay, who
False
jumps.
start. Called on the Polar Bears.
And the thing is, with Augustine Slay being, you know, how big he is, and you think, you know, he's on the line. No, he plays linebacker technically. He's a linebacker slash tight end, 6'3", 205. He's headed to Northern Illinois to play football. Haven't really called his name a ton tonight, but, I mean, he can sneak free at that left end position. And Des Moines North, they'll pump out a couple college athletes. Going deep, Faudet cannot quite make the grab. He was double covered here on the sideline.
Pass intended for
That was another odd play. Lucky they didn't get another flag. That was almost false start, everyone but the center. But it is not, and it will be 4th down and long.
Polar Bears
And Dane Gay has a really tough spot to punt from here. See if Indianola sends a couple or if they'll wait back. Looks like they're going to hold back for the most part. But you need a good snap here, and it is. Gay with the line drive punt. This will be taken by number 26, Cole Meyer, and Meyer gets upfield to great field position at about the 23-yard line. 24-yard line is where they'll set up. It'll be 1st down for Indianola, trying to continue this thing going. Let's see if the backups are in. Yes, they are. Asher Bruick, the sophomore quarterback, will come on out for Indianola. Bruick, a well-known last name at Indianola. Had a Bruick that played last year. First name slips off my tongue, but pretty good Bruick last year. Also got a couple more in the backfield. He got number 41, Lincoln Fox to his left, and McDonald in the backfield. McDonald gets the carry on 1st down. He'll spin away from a couple. Keeps the legs churning, and he's down inside the 15, down to about the 11-yard line for a 1st down. Take a look at the replay.
Good for a gain of 12 down to
Let's watch Fox here. Is he the one that lays the block here? Everybody gets pretty set. And, yep, everybody just kind of holds their block, spins away from a couple, does his job. The 1st down and 10. Just outside of the goal to go. And a quick handoff, not much going. Ripped down immediately. Number 44, Emil, or Ameli, excuse me. Augustine Slay, also one of those that gets in. That was Ameli Niogoshima, along with Slay in there.
Second and 13.
I tell you what, that might be the first loss of yardage for Indianola tonight. Second down and 13 for the Indians. Handoff going right. And again, not much going. Ball is on the ground, and Des Moines North hops on top of it. Ball popped free. That was Thomas Lund. The senior tailback just lost it on his way to the right side. And we'll take a look at the replay. Lund, kind of a bigger back, tries to get to the right side, and who else? Augustine Slay. Well, we talked about him. There he makes a big play, forces the fumble.
Sets up first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And it will be first down for the Polar Bears. Boy, that one almost bounced around. Someone might have taken it, but smart decision by Slay just to jump on top of it. So that's a fumble recovery and a fumble forced. Polar Bears will take it. 4:06 to go here in the third. Now back to throw, going to fire short to Fode, and Fode is ripped down immediately.
Pass is complete to Wisdom Fode.
Held on by the feet. Ryan Young made the play.
That's going to set up a second and 7 for your Polar Bears. Let's go.
And the Bears get 3. Boy, this PA announcer, I tell you what, he is fired up. I want what he's having. He's having a great night. Second down at 7, 3:38 to go here in the third. They are sticking true with the option. And it can be tough for some teams. Indianola has done a really good job kind of pinching all night. Nab will take it himself and maybe gets a yard. It's the first time we've seen him keep it. He's actually going to get 2. First time we've seen him keep the ball tonight. And just a sophomore, very crucial experience for Jadrian Nab. Obviously, turnovers have not been his friend this season, but as a sophomore, getting experience in Class 4A and the upper classes, it goes a long way. And you know that you'll have a very experienced quarterback at the helm. And they'll be all experienced all around. These next 2 years can be fun. They thought about a jump pass, and Nab pulls back. Indianola read it the entire way. Everybody was running left. Nab was going to try a Tim Tebow jump pass, and it didn't work. And it's 4th down and 5, and the Polar Bears will punt.
Down.
That was a Tim Tebow jump pass at the 30 or at the 28-yard line. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen that inside the 5, but I don't think I've ever seen that inside your own territory. But it's like Coach Addy said, we like to get tricky. Coach Kluver said that they were ready for it all week. They've been anticipating trickeration. We've seen a couple of it tonight. Look out, Polar Bears might fake this one. They do. Tegan O'Brien not going anywhere. North kind of sold that because of the run-up, and O'Brien just had nowhere to go. He was met and walloped in the backfield, and the 4th down conversion does not work. Watch Gay. He comes running up, and that really just kind of sold it, as O'Brien, the up man, just was not there, and O'Brien loses his yardage. So right on cue, Polar Bears trying to get a little tricky. Des Moines North reads it the entire way. And they'll come back out for offense. 1:29 to go here in the third quarter. They send a man out wide. That's George Blake. A lot of Blakes in Indianola. How many kids do they have? There's a handoff going right. Good carry for Thomas Lund. They might not all be brothers and sisters, but Lauren Blake. There's another Blake on the volleyball team, and then you got George Blake here. Just a lot of Blakes over in Indianola. Popular name for obvious reasons. A lot of successful athletes out of that family, or that bloodline, I should say. Second down and about 5. Low snap picked up, and Lund falls forward for a couple.
Excellent defense by your Polar Bears.
Got him back to the original line of scrimmage. 32 seconds to go here in the quarter. Should be the last play of the quarter. And they'll run things back out if they even do a play.
3rd and 4 play at the 16-yard line. All right, Polar Bear Nation.
Asher Bruick, the quarterback, still just a sophomore. He's 3 of 13, 11 yards and 2 interceptions on the air. So he's played a little bit coming into tonight. No doubt about that. Handoff again. Lund works to the right side, breaks a couple tackles. He's going to be pushing forward. Did he get to the marker? Yes, he did. I believe he did get there. It's going to be close. And let's see where they mark it. Yes, it will be a first down. It's also the end of the quarter. We'll see you in the fourth. Indianola leads 42-0 over Des Moines North.
That's the end of the third.
It's our fall savings event now at DeYarmond Automotive Knoxville. Selling all new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Rams. Incredible savings on the new Chevy Silverado and Sierra 1500. Save big on new Chevy Equinox. Get up to $10,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s. New Jeep Gladiators up to $10,000 off MSRP. And new Grand Cherokees with 10% off MSRP. It's the fall savings event at DeYarmond Automotive Knoxville.
Take a look at the student section, Indianola and Des Moines North. That's the Indianola student section over there. A couple of them made the trip up here to Mediacom Stadium. It was either here or back in Indianola where the Indians took on Denison Schleswig in playoff volleyball. Indianola won 3-0 is what I've seen this evening, so congrats to the Indians. First down and 10 from the 12. Three in the backfield. Lund on first down, gets the carry going middle, and he's spun down. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Clock will not stop with the continuous clock of 35 points or more. Des Moines North forced a fumble. Augustine Slay was the one who made the play. But Des Moines North couldn't do much with it with the failed fake punt attempt. Second down and 10 from the 12. Backup team trying to get some reps here. Much needed rest, though, for the offense as Lund gets around the corner and fighting to the goal line inside the 5. Nice heads-up play by Thomas Lund. But he does have a first and goal. So a fresh set of downs. Yeah, crucial rest for Indianola's offense. I mean, granted, you already get an extra day technically because you're off tomorrow. But, you know, you'll get into the postseason, then you get a break. And you await your opponent next Friday night. Which I can look at the RPI here, see if I can make a couple educated guesses to see where anybody would move. But it's first and goal. Lund up the middle. Runs into traffic, and there will be a shoving match inside the 5. They'll mark him down. So the way things currently set for Indianola, my guess is they're probably going to jump to either 13th or 14th in the seeding. So they're probably either going to go to the winner of North Polk ADM, which I doubt they'd want to do a district matchup, or Glenwood Bondurant. So you're looking at probably either North Polk ADM, Glenwood, or Bondurant would be my guess for a first round matchup for Indianola. Because I doubt Xavier's going to jump too high. You just never know. Second to goal from the 2. Lund, right side, pushes his way in. Touchdown, Indianola. Thomas Lund, good blocking upfield. And for Thomas, that is his first touchdown of the season. Take a look at the replay. Well set up blocking. It was a blitz by the Polar Bears, but just nothing quite there. And Thomas Lund walks in for 6. And with 9:56 to go, Indianola will try the point after to make it a 49-0 game. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Good for Indianola.
Trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
We are back at MediaCom Stadium here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker with you here this evening. 49-0. Indianola on top of Des Moines North. Here on senior night, the Indians 9 minutes and 56 seconds away from punching their ticket to the postseason. Got a much-needed win against ADM, or else they would not be in this position. But the win against the Tigers last week, the number 1 ranked Tigers, didn't actually move them in the RPI. They were 15th going into the win against ADM and didn't move. Now, the RPI is solely based on who you beat and who you beat and they beat. So it's not like the RPI knew about injuries or anything else. It was just kind of one of those things that they just kind of got unlucky. But should move up this week because you know for sure either Peller or Gilbert is losing. So a couple things to keep an eye out on for the most part. And the clock has not started. So I guess we're holding clock here. 9:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Nab under center. He'll fire short to Fody, and Fody tries to pitch it back. Ball's on the ground. Indianola picks it up, and running back the other way for a touchdown is Peyton Wilbur. 3 defensive touchdowns by the Indians as Des Moines North tried to get tricky again on a backwards lateral. Right idea, but just missed it. Fody tried to go right back to Dane Gay, and Gay just wasn't there. And how about Wilbur? Man had some wheels getting downfield. And another defensive touchdown for the Indians. It's 55-0.
Keller setting up for the extra point.
Keller will line this one up. North will get a player off the field. Snap hold kick is up, and it is right through. 56-0. Indianola over top of North. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses. What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow. Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
New trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Indianola on top of Des Moines North, 56-0.
Indianola kicked off.
A 3 defensive touchdown night for Indianola's defense. Peyton Wilbur, the sophomore, with the fumble recovery, scoop and score. And then the 2 pick sixes, if you will, from Adler DK.
Let's go.
And for Peyton Wilbur, I believe, he's only a sophomore. I'd like to think that's probably his first touchdown in his high school career because I doubt he played his freshman season. So good for him. Always good to get on the board. 8:50 remaining. Now the clock's moving on first down. A 56-0 lead. Nab on a quarterback keeper tries to cut up field, and he'll get a couple on the designed run.
Quarterback keeper down to the 22-yard line for your Polar Bears.
Turnovers have just been the Achilles heel tonight for Des Moines North.
And 8 for your Polar Bear
Like we said, it was 7-0 after the first quarter. North was putting a couple things together, had showing signs of offense on that first drive, and then just kind of came up short after a pass attempt, and ever since then it has just not been working for the Polar Bears. But like I said, they're still so young. So many juniors and sophomores on this team. Keep an eye out for them in the next couple of seasons when it comes to the Des Moines North schools, as Wisdom Fode can't haul it in on the outside. I will say Wisdom Fode has not played bad at corner tonight. He had that really good pass breakup. It's third down, about 8 upcoming. $7:38 to go here in this one from Mediacom Stadium. Tomorrow night, Hoover gets to play here at Mediacom Stadium and take on the Newton Cardinals. Nab fires outside and misses his intended target. That was Andrina Khalifa, the senior wide receiver.
4th and 8 for your Polar Bears.
The 4th down, and North will punt. Don't forget, tomorrow night on the Central Iowa Sports Network, you can catch 2 matchups tomorrow night to wrap up our Week 9 of action. Dowling Catholic hosts Sioux City North. The Stars, a 2-6 record, but have won 2 straight. We'll see if Dowling has any grogginess after last week's loss to Southeast Polk in triple overtime, one of the best games of the season. Gay will send this one deep, high in the air. Best punt of the night, and it'll be down at about the 45-yard line by number 26, Cole Meyer. And then up in Ankeny with Paul Yeager and crew, the Hawks will try to rebound after the loss to Valley last week. Ankeny takes on Cedar Rapids, Washington, to try to hold on to a home playoff spot in the RPI. They're right on the cutoff, number 8, so they would host a playoff game. It's just a matter of, could they get knocked out of the top 8 based off RPI? You just never know if someone behind them wins. You just never know how things are going to shape out. But what a season for Coach Bauer in that Ankeny team. Really not a ton of high expectations for how much they lost. New coach. There's a throw short. Nice pitch and catch upfield. Caught by the tight end / wide receiver, Rylan Kloss. He dropped one earlier tonight, but he makes the grab there. This is a nice play. This is Ben Kickbush, the backup quarterback, in, and he just throws a nice little pass right over the middle. Kickbush, 5'10", 202 pounds at quarterback here for Indianola. They go handoff, and bouncing it to the far left, that's Draven Westcott. Westcott going to get down to the 30 as the clock continues to move. Indianola getting everyone in here. Draven Westcott, that's just his 9th carry of the season. This is the first time that Ben Kickbush has been on the field this season. He has not gotten a stat in the passing category. Vincent Anderson, the junior, 1 of 2, 54 yards and a touchdown. Will Wallen threw a pass earlier this season, and then Asher Bruick and Andrew DeWall. So 4 different quarterbacks, I guess. First down at 10, 4:44 to go. 2 wide receivers to the near side for Indianola. Kickbush, hands off, right side, and nowhere to go for number 20, Ian McDonald. I'm just going to assume a younger brother of Ethan McDonald. That's fun that they're next to each other in the number category. Ian, a sophomore, 5'8", 150, pushed over his fullback there, trying to get downfield. That's Lincoln Fox. A lot of family members on this team. Indianola is just one big family. I think that's what I'm learning. A lot of big families up at Indianola or down at Indianola. You love to see it. Second down 10 from the 31. Bo Woodruff, sophomore wide receivers out far left. And then Grady Cox and Evan Emil are there. There's a nice carry up the middle for Ian McDonald.
Ian McDonald with the carry.
Pushes the pile forward. It'll be third down and about 4 here for the Indians.
4 for Indianola. Let's go Polar Bears defense.
Indianola will get tomorrow off. Both these teams will, obviously, Des Moines North will be done for the season after tonight. We'll finish the season with a 2-7 record. Indianola will go to 6-3 and will await their playoff spot Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Carry up the middle by number 27, Draven Westcott. Westcott will have the first down, and the chains will move for Indianola. Well, turnovers were the big part of tonight's win for Indianola. I think 5, 6 turnovers, something like that. 3 defensive touchdowns for the Indians. It has just been a great night for them on the defensive side of the ball. Des Moines North just couldn't quite get anything rolling on offense. Polar Bears did force a fumble. Augustine Slay forced a fumble and recovered it himself, but other than that, it has just not been much for the Polar Bears. But a young team, they'll graduate a couple seniors and get back going next season. Carry up the middle once again. This is Lincoln Fox. He's going to get a couple as as Indianola just runs out the clock here.
Indianola runner runs into the jaws of the Polar Bear defense.
The North will end the season at 2-7. They'll take back off to the off season, and they'll open up next year at Des Moines East High School to take on the Scarlets. One of those games that Coach Addy said that if he could only win one game ever at Des Moines North, he said, I'd want to win that one. He said that game is the game that they want to win as a program. Always beat Des Moines East, bitter rival of the Polar Bears. Shows what it means for these Des Moines public schools when they face each other. 1:44 to go here in this one. Second down and long. Lincoln Fox up the middle. Pushes forward, close to the marker. It'll be short. It'll be third down and about 2. Probably got about 2-3 more plays left in the tank for Indianola. Might try to get another score here with the backups.
Sets up a 3rd and 2 for Indianola.
Coach Kluver talking to his quarterback over there, just trying to get the right play in. Taking some time off the clock as they'll run this one in. Only 10 seconds on the play clock. They might have to call a timeout here. 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2. They're not even watching the clock, and they're going to have to take a penalty here. Going to have a delay game on Indianola. It took a little long trying to go there. So they can run about one more play, and then this one most likely will be end.
Penalty on the offense. Pushes them back.
So a delay game for 5 yards. It'll be third down and 7 upcoming. Well, beautiful stadium here tonight for all of us at CISN. It's been fun being up here. Can't wait to be back a couple more times next season for the Des Moines Public Schools. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Not much rolling there for Kickbush. And actually, they'll have to run one more play. But like I said, beautiful stadium. If you have a chance, come on out for Drake soccer or high school soccer when it'll be playing here. I know we'll definitely be out here a lot more on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Just good to have this spot here. Drake Stadium is great, but it's good to have this spot here. Indianola will take a knee and end this thing out. And that's going to do it from Mediacom Stadium. Indianola defeats Des Moines North 56-0 is your final score. Des Moines North falls to 2-7. They will end the year at 2-7. Congratulations to all the seniors who have played for the Des Moines North Polar Bears. We wish them luck on their future endeavors. Indianola will go to 6-3 on the season, and will wait for Saturday morning at 10 o'clock to see who they will be playing in the first round of the Class 4A playoffs. For AJ and Rachel on camera, for Randy, our producer, I'm Blake Walker. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.